Hey everyone, this is Beth. There has been some questions on how to use a fade brush, and as you can see in this image, it was taken at my client's home, so I'm not in my studio where I have my seamless paper to drape in the background to give a nice natural fade, so I have to rely on Photoshop to create the fade not naturally. Now I've done it quite a bit, so I'm pretty good at it. I also use keyboard shortcuts, which speed up the process, and I'll try not to use any keyboard shortcuts now, since some of you may not be using them. Also, I've selected an image here. It's not going to be a composite, meaning I don't have to Photoshop out mom's arms in pretty much every pose where I had this little girl in the bucket. Mom had her hand there supporting the head, but then we just tried a natural one quick, and just for the sake of making this easier to Photoshop for you guys, I chose one of these. So first thing I do is come here and create a new layer for the actual fade. Then I go up to your brush selection tool and select the fade brush, which I actually already have here. So as you'll notice, the brush itself obviously is not filling the whole screen. That's fine. We're going to stretch it so it does. So normally what I do is I make sure that my opacity is set to 100%, or opacity if you say it that way. So I'll come in here and I'll actually do like 3 clicks, and you'll notice that it does actually extend down here even outside the box. I do that because I want a nice solid solid chunk at the top, and that helps block out all of this, and then you don't have to paint behind it. So now we're gonna transform our layer, and I'm actually going to use a keyboard shortcut this because I think everyone knows this one. It's Command T. So just come here and stretch to your corners and get your fade kind of where you're like, and you can even come up here and bring it up because you want it to look natural. I've seen some fades where people just like fade it almost to the bottom. It just looks so unnatural. So I literally will bring this up to the point where I can just start seeing what I don't want to see poking out. That's kind of the goal, at least my goal. So that's pretty good right there. So we'll accept it. So now we want to create a mask to the layer. So basically it's non-destructive, so we can kind of erase out what we don't want but add back in if we mess something up. So I'm going to come down here and add a mask to that layer. So it's right now it's revealing all. That's what the white means, and we want to hide some of it. So I'm going to go back to my brush and I'm going to change it back to something natural. Whoa. Come on. I have so many brushes. There's another fade. Da, da, da. Okay. So come here. Happy with that. So I'm just gonna change my side. So okay, so it's revealing all, and now we want to unreveal or hide some of it. And normally what I'll go through is I'll just go through at 100% opacity. And my computer's lagging a little bit, probably because I'm making a recording. My computer's pretty fast, so it normally doesn't. It's thinking. All right. So I will just go through and take out the obvious stuff. Okay, we obviously need to see her. Okay. And I think I missed some spots here. You can press backslash, and it'll give you either red overlay, so I can see right there on her face I missed a little spot. Press backslash again to make that go away. Did I get it? Yeah. Okay, so now I'm just going to flip back to white, so we're revealing. And I'm just going to bring my opacity down, because now we want to try to get, we want to try to get back in here. And basically, you're just going to go through at a lower opacity and kind of blend it. Gosh, it does not like to, Photoshop does not like when I'm recording, apparently. So, and then we'll just go back through and brush it back into where it's natural. Hairlines can be tricky because, especially if there's something like drastically contrasting behind there, like something black or just something, quite different than the color of her hair or head, then you have to basically kind of lose some of that fuzzy hairness, but that's just the way it goes. This was pretty easy in this one. 8, no wonder it's looking so bad. I normally do it at like 10 to 20. And then go back in. And I'm not going to do this perfect for you guys because I've actually already edited this photo. And they've already been delivered to the client. So yeah, so that's about it. If you wanted to, I mean, you could play with the actual level here. The opacity of the level, the opacity of the layer. But I don't know why you would in this scenario, because we do need to cover up that little bit of their living room that's showing there. So that's about it. I hope that works for you. I hope I made sense. I'm a little tired. It's late afternoon. The kids are napping right now. I probably should be napping. But hope you enjoy it. Bye.